Before we get off Sirius and News Talk 1010, let's welcome to our program a couple very nice people, the Grindhouse Blues Band. Hi, Grindhouses.
Woo! Hey, thanks for having us on.
What's going on?
Thank you for coming in on this,
Thanks for having us.
That's Michelle.
Michelle?
I am Michelle.
LaHaye.
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 Yes.
And this is
George
Appleton, who used to be a reporter on Parliament Hill and a television reporter for CHC's. And now you're just a full-time blues man?
Well, I've got a sales job at Long and McQuaid at the Burlington store.
Cool.
A couple other guys in the band work there. Yeah, but music's it, baby.
And how long have you guys been grinding the stone, grindstoning the blues?
The project's about 6 years old. I was subbing for another band, guitar player in another band, and we got off the stage in Guelph, and bang, there was three-quarters of our set coming across the Muzak. So we decided to take a different route with this project and do contemporary blues. There are a lot of brilliant writers out there, a lot with jazz experience, and we're doing some of their covers. We're trying to bring that style of music into our originals.
Michelle, do you think sometimes the blues gets overlooked only because people tend to simplify it, that it's these, basically 12 bars, 3 chords, not a lot going on there.
Yeah.
And yet, with great blues artists, there's so much. It can be so different, so complicated, and layered, and interesting. And I think sometimes it gets left behind in terms of.
For sure. I mean, when I tell people, I'm in a blues band, you should come out sometime.
Right.
A lot of times, if they're not really familiar with blues, I get, that's not really my thing. But they sort of do color it a lot of times, sort of with one brush, and they're not really sure what they're going to hear when they come out. A lot of people are really surprised by the kind of stuff that we play.
You know what I think we should do? We're going to have to, Toddy.
Hi.
How you doing?
How are you?
Look at Todd. Have you ever seen like when you see a man
Hi,
his
Todd.
age?
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Todd
Nice to meet
Shapiro.
you too.
Yeah, they can perform during the transition. And
so.
he can do a podcast extra, which we can run a part of it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yearly part of the show.
On the thing?
Yeah.
On our show?
Yeah.
I don't know if we need to do that.
Oh, why?
I do a ton of pre-records when I forget
Every
guests.
time he opens his mouth, it's fascinating. We might want to share.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Have him do some more of his cool stories.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Tell you a little bit about Jeff Goldblum.
Why do you keep saying it Goldblum?
You'll be blown away.
I want to know who was at the wedding,
I
all
love
that
him.
stuff. Okay. All right.
Saturday, November 22nd. So what we're going to do with you, because we have like one show that runs on 19 different places, but Saturday, November 22nd, the Grindstone Blues Band is playing Hamilton, people, at the Melrose United Church, sitting in with Jesus, and it's going to be awesome. He plays a Jew's harp. Get it? Because he's also no one gets me.
And I'm going to spontaneously combust because I'm afraid of churches. So
Yeah,
am I.
me too. There's also a special chocolate tasting. Look at the picture of the guy who's got the chocolate. Have you ever seen a happier person in your life? Good Lord. And Michelle, you're regular. What's your day gig? You say you've done theater, TV, and the film?
Yes, so my dad and I actually run an invoicing company together. That's my full-time job, pays the bills. And then I do some acting and some singing and just whatever I can get my hands on.
And how did you run into this guy?
Very
George.
lucky thing happened to me. Actually, a friend of mine told me that she was playing in this band, and she had to leave because she actually decided to do her master's in the States. So she said, "You know what? I got to leave, but I'll ask them if maybe you can audition for them," because she knew how much I'd always wanted to be in a band. And I said, "Wow, okay."
Okay, well, hold that story, because when we come back in about 30 seconds here, we're going to close things off on terrestrial radio, and we'll come back and the Grindstone Blues people will grind him one out. Okay.
This episode of Humble and Fred Radio is brought to you by Sleep Country, Pizza, Ashley Madison, Crazy Uncle Uber Caesar, NewCanadianMusic.ca, and our latest sponsor, Signature Vacations. And as always, we broadcast to the world from the prestigious 5-Hour Energy Studios in beautiful downtown Etobicoke. More Humble and Fred tomorrow and online at humbleandfredradio.com.
Humble and Fred say, "Thank you very much for listening to the show. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for not saying we suck. Thank you very, very, very much. I can't hear you. Thank you very much. Thank you very, 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 very much. Okay, boys, big finish. Thank you very, 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 very. Here it comes.
Much.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay, by the way, tomorrow morning, Brett Butt will be with us at the start of the show. Here's a Grindstone Blues Band. Everybody, look at that. Very nice, people.
We sit across the table, talking our lives around, leaning on old memories, knowing they're not safe ground to write sweet new rhymes we both have in mind. Coffee and Danish, toast and black tea. Some things haven't changed much, like the way you look at me. Memories of your kiss, candlelight and passionate bliss.
Glances at the window. Where will this conversation go? We bring up old names and smile a lot. You reach out and touch my hand. My heart aches for all we had planned.
Are we older or wiser, or just chasing youthful dreams? I feel my heart pounding. Is this really what it seems? Every longing has a price. Play it safe or roll the dice.
Rain on the window. Where did the years go? Pictures of your kids pull me back to reality. Then I think about another's fears, how this path can lead to tears. I pay the tab, you call the cab.
That's really cool, man.
Love that.
Thank you.
Love that.
That is a really great job. The GrindstoneBlues.com is this website, and that's what I mean. Like that's blues, but it's also jazz, and it's also got this sort of melancholy, all those chords you're playing.
And George wrote this song.
George, that's a great
Georgie.
song.
Thank you, guys.
Loving it.
George Appleton wrote that song, and Michelle Hayes, she sang it up really nice.
That's about a couple I saw in the coffee shop on Bloor Street back in about 1970.
It's funny how you
Really?
get inspired.
Yeah, they were wearing wedding rings, but they weren't married to each other.
We got to say goodbye on Sirius. Bye, Brody. See you tomorrow, everyone. There we go. Yeah, it's funny. I watch somebody play guitar. Like, I can play a little guitar, but not. That's like a real guitar player. Like, I hack around on it. I play like the A chord, and he's like going.
Yeah, but if you spend more time with it,
No, but I'm watching George, and I'm like, I don't even know what that. I don't even know that was a chord. At one point, he had all of his fingers spread out above 3.5 frets. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. You just made that chord up. Anyways,
It's
dude.
a brown chord. You know where they come from.
No.
Just pull them out
Pull
of
him
your
out of
ass.
your ass. Yeah. Guitar player humor. Fuck, now I feel cool.
that's
George,
great.
man, thanks very much, dude.
Pleasure.
Can you hang around a little bit? Maybe we should underplay that. Heather Hayes, you beautiful, sweet, and kind.
Oh, you're so nice.
Get out of here, for God's sake, before we start making out.